Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Today was another beautiful day for Nnamdi Kanu to appear in the Federal High Court in Abuja. And interestingly, as you can see in the video, he came in exchanging pleasantry, and then the court commenced. And the court actually commenced with the prosecution counsel introducing his team of lawyers. After then, the defense team led by Kanu Agabi introduced his team of lawyers. And then Kanu Agabi says, "We are ready for cross-examination. Witness BBB has been called into the dock." The prosecution requested permission to ask one more question to their witness, which was granted. And witness BBB stated and tendered a medical report indicating the cause of death of Ahmed Gulak. And then Agabi started the whole process of cross-examination. And according to the transcription, he said, Agabi said, "You obtain a video statement from the defendants." Then the witness, that's witness BBB, said, "Yes, my lord." Agabi now said, "In that statement, only the defendant and his lawyers were visible." And he replied, as the witness replied, "Yes." Agabi went further to say that the video was not complete. "Are we able to see those who conducted the interview? Were you wearing a mask?" And then the witness said, "I cannot remember, my lord." And Agabi asked, "For how long was the defendant in detention before you made the video?" And then the witness replied, "I don't know. I'm not aware of his long detention, my lord. Defendant has been kept alone in cell all by himself." Agabi went further to ask, "But you must understand that solitary confinement is punishment. If that's what you mean, it's a punishment. Did you keep him in solitary confinement because he is a danger to himself or the society?" That's a question. And then the witness replied, "I'm not aware he was in solitary confinement." Agabi went further. "You subjected MNK, that's Nnamdi Kanu, to solitary confinement." He says, as the witness says, "I am not aware of how long the defendants have been in detention." Agabi asked, "Do you know the minimum days to keep someone in solitary confinement?" And the witness BB said, "From United Nations law, you can't keep someone for more than 15 days. Agabi continued. He says, "The long detention of this gentleman has caused him unhappiness." Witness said, "I am not aware." Agabi went further to say, "Are you aware this gentleman has been in detention for 4 years? After the interview, the defendant has become very unhappy and frustrated." He says, the witness said, "I'm not aware." Agabi went further. "This prolonged detention is not through a court order." Witness said, "I don't know, my lord." Agabi said, "Defendant was arrested in 2015. Witness, "I'm not aware, my lord. I was not part of the investigation, my lord." Agabi went further. "Do you know some of the charges were dropped?" Witness said, "I do not know. I don't know about the previous charges, my lord." Agabi said, "Following the amendment, several charges have been dropped." Witness said, "I do not know, my lord." Agabi said, "All the charges, only 3 was attributed to the defendant." Witness went further to say, "I don't know." Agabi said, "Do you know that the charges were amended 6 days after his arrest or kidnapping?" And witness said, "I am not aware, my lord." Agabi went further. "Have you confronted the defendants with any of these statements?" Witness said, "I showed him the letter of the former Attorney General of the Federation." Agabi said, "Did you bring that Attorney General letter to the defendant to know who is accusing him?" Witness said, "No, my lord." Agabi said, "The investigation of the case has not been concluded before the arrest of 2015. Witness said, "I maintain that I wasn't in the matter then." Agabi asked again. He said, "In fact, at that time, the charges have been pending in court for 6 years." Witness said, "I am not aware, my lord." Agabi said, "In that from this letter, you become aware of this case? He said, I am not aware, my lord. Agabi went further and said, before you received the directive from your office, were you aware of this matter? Witness Bibi said, I don't know, my lord. Agabi went further to say, in the letter, the AGF complained about the complaints he has received. What was the response of your office? Witness said, I don't know, my lord. Agabi says, the only investigation you concluded was the video interview. He said, it was not so, my lord. Agabi said, I put it to you, you did not conduct any other interview. Witness said, I did. But the documents are in my office. Everyone in court just laughed. Then, Barrister Aloy Ejimako stepped up and he was narrating to the court how himself, Kanu Agabi, who is the senior advocate of Nigeria, and others were denied meeting with their client Nnamdi Kanu a few days ago by the DSS. And after taking note of the brief narration by Barrister Aloy Ejimako in court, the case was adjourned to next week, Wednesday 21st, and that's Wednesday 21st and Thursday 22nd of May 2025. This is quite interesting. But I think we still have some more, more witnesses are going to come up. I don't know how long this case will be. We're looking at May 8th, everything will be conclusive, but it seems as though it's going to extend beyond that. But guess what? As you can see in the video, MMK is still in a very high spirit. One man I've never seen, very dogged, very strong. You can hardly see him in a state of frustration, or maybe see him showing any act of I'm frustrated, kind of, or maybe showing anything to prove that they are finished with me. The same way he was responding to things far back, 2015, even when he was kidnapped, according to his lawyer, and what had happened from Kenya down to Nigeria. He's still the same guy. There's nothing like they have broken me. I don't know what to do. I would say that this kind I've never seen. Just to let you understand that what he did was not because of money. It pointed to the fact that what he did was because he actually wanted his people to be salvaged from what he described as marginalization that is becoming too much. And I don't know how the government will resolve this issue. I feel that at the point, the government will have to go through the route of political resolution, maybe putting up some stuff for him to sign and all of that. Don't forget that fairly recently that Bola Tinubu has drifted very close to the southeast, and most of those who are in his government says that marginalization of southeast has finally come to an end. A few days ago, we saw him in Anambra State being welcomed, talking about Bola Tinubu, and the people were there to welcome him, and the way he related to them, and though that was from a different political party, but then the relationship was, for me, very beautiful. We saw even some of the statement made by Alex Oti, who is the governor of Abia State. He said that he is more close, to the center than most persons who are decamping to APC. Just to let you know that I don't know what Bola Tinubu really wants, but I think that if the Southeasterners are really interested or love what is happening currently, there should be a political solution. I know so much that even what happened at Okigwe, and though the investigation is not fully out, they are still investigating. It could be still traceable to something like this, but we do not know, because IPOP said that they are not in the know about what actually happened and all of that. But we are hopeful that the case will end one day. That's what we would like to leave it. Let's meet up.